I don't know if you saw this video coming, but if you did, then bravo to you. Not even I saw this video coming, but I will be ranking every single kaiju from Pacific Rim that I know of in a tier list about how strong they are, and some will go into the unclassified tier. But I placed the ones that are placed on the tier list earlier in the previous recording because I couldn't place them here. I actually could all the time. Never mind. Let's get to the tier list. Trespasser. We don't know actually how strong Trespasser was because it didn't fight with a Jaeger, and the military didn't want to use a nuclear strike on it for some reason, but on the other kaijus it did. So it stays in the unclassified tier, and what that's Mega Kaiju, I think. Mega Kaiju is in the strongest tier. Easily because destroying basically 4 Jaegers and being 3 kaijus in one. Well, basically it deserves it. Knife Head. I'll say Knife Head is strong. It didn't technically defeat a Jaeger because the Jaeger still killed it without killing itself, so that no pilots are alive or in the cockpit at the time of the kill. The Jaeger also didn't get that much destroyed, but it is a strong kaiju, and we have to agree. Leatherback. I also gonna put Leatherback in strong tier because Leatherback was able to defeat Cherno Alpha, but only partially because Otachi did most of the work. But Leatherback was the finisher. But I got clapped by another Jaeger, so Gypsy Danger, another kill for it. Next up, Otachi. Otachi is really strong, defeating technically 1.5. So Typhoon defeated all by itself. Then there was Cherno Alpha, defeated it with a little bit of Leatherback's help, and then it injured Gypsy Danger. So I'd say it's really strong or one of the strongest kaiju in one of these tiers. I don't know if it will go to the strongest, but 2 is like really good, so I'm gonna put it in the strongest. Next up, Raijin. They said it's a category 5, but I say it's defeated no Jaegers, but I'll say it's strong. It's at least strong. The reflection ability is really good, but they just made Gypsy Avenger so overpowered at the end of the movie that it defeated basically every foe standing in its way. Ragnarok. I'll say Ragnarok is strong. Even if it's a weaker category 2, it doesn't stop it from being strong and destructive. Defeating I don't know which Jaegers it fought. I think one of them was Tacit Ronin, but ultimately I think no Jaegers were killed in the process. So I'll say this tier is the one for it. Okay, next up we have Raiju. I'll say it's also strong. Many kaiju are going to the strong tier. Actually, no. I'll move Leatherback and Raiju into really strong, just because of their abilities. Raijin basically ate Gypsy's arm and did really nothing else besides being killed easily. But I love Raiju. Raiju is just such a cool design, similar to the sarcastic fringe head of Earth, which is really cool, I think. Slattern. Oh boy, Slattern. Well, basically, I'd say it's strong, but not maybe really strong, but Gypsy kinda was overpowered, and Destructing Striker, no, it did manage to get a kill, and that counts. So it's really strong, but they bullied up like the whole category 5 and then didn't even kill it with Eureka Strike, but then Gypsy just massacred it. I don't think that's kind of fair. Strikeforn. Strikeforn. I'll say Strikeforn is not that strong. I'll say Strikeforn is not that strong because it really didn't do much besides, well, doing a little bit of damage to Saberafina, but Kuja did the work after that. Didn't even manage to injure Saberafina that much in his pilots. It wasn't that strong. Kami-san. Ooh, I don't know which kaiju was it. Another Japanese one. Let me check this. Okay, so it turns out Brawler Yukon killed Kami-san. I'll say Kami-san was strong. I'm gonna move actually, well, Raijin into not that strong, but Kami-san was strong because I don't know if Brawler Yukon was any good Jaeger, but it seemed pretty good because, well, I'll get into Karloff. What is that? That's Scanner. I think that's Scanner. Scanner's weak. Didn't do much. Besides being a category 4 and being easily killed by a nuclear strike, being overpowered by Gypsy Danger, like almost every other category 4. Because Gypsy is a bit overpowered, but and plot armor too. Yeah. Mutavore. I'll say Mutavore is also weak. It got clapped by. Yeah, Striker was an elite Jaeger, but less than an hour, which still like, oh my god, that's short. But you think that Kaiju would get the job done really faster? No, actually, I'm gonna put it into not that strong since it did manage to break the close, so I'll give it that. I-Tag. Oh boy, I think both Brawler Yukon and Hazard Ronin were in this fight. Or at least something like it. And I'll say I-Tag. I-Tag will be in the strong tier. I think I-Tag is pretty good because they managed to do well against the Jaeger, but 2 Jaegers was, well, too much for it. Kind of like every single other kaiju except maybe these 3. These were like nothing. And maybe this guy. Ooh, I wonder what is next. Next up is, I have trouble figuring out, is it Karloff or the second one after Trespasser. Ooh, oh boy. If it's Karloff, then it's probably the weakest kaiju of all, besides maybe the hybrid kaiju. Why do I have 2 Onibabas here? Never mind. I think this is Karloff because this is, yeah, Handan, that's what it's called. Handan. And Handan was like, it's right here. Are there again 2 Kaisefs? Or is one of them Meathead? Or is Meathead somewhere else here? I don't think I see Meathead. I don't see Meathead. Anyway, Onibaba. Onibaba destroyed much of Tokyo, but one pilot dealt with it. It's either not strong or weak. Every kaiju has a chance to be destructive, but I'll say Onibaba is not that strong. Maybe not. Maybe not Karloff's scanner tier, but not as strong. Hakuja. Oh boy, me Hakuja. Ooh, I'm tempted to put only Baba in weak, but like Hakuja wasn't that strong. It did manage to do a little bit to save Athena, but other than that, did nothing. Even a sneak attack didn't work on Bracer Phoenix. Well, this only Baba's right here, so one of them is Meathead and the other one is Kaisef. I don't know what they're different for, but I'll say that this is Kaisef and this is Meathead. Okay, so this guy. Where do I put this guy? We actually don't know. I think Kaisef was at the time where Jaegers weren't yet. Well, maybe it's Meathead and this is. Well, say this is Kaisef. Kaisef we don't actually know. It's unclassified, but if this is Meathead, we also know that it was defeated, but we don't have almost any other information about it. Okay, what's next? Handan. Handan is also unclassified because it was the second kaiju, and until the fifth, there was no Jaegers. Because Karloff was the fifth and it got defeated by the first ever Jaeger. Crab Cakes. Also unclassified because it died by the breach. The breach closed, cutting it in half in the uprising. Okay, Bellabog and Veroster. These were training kaijus. When Rayleigh and his brother, what was his name, Yancy, I think. They were training and had to fight with Bellabog and Veroster, but I'll say they're unclassified because they're just training kaijus. They seem pretty strong, so maybe I'll rank unclassified kaijus in a video. And I have no idea what is this or this. This doesn't look like Pacific Rim. This does look like Pacific Rim because I see that's either Striker Berserker or Striker Eureka, and that is some sort of, I don't know, I have no idea, xenomorph looking thing. So I'll rank others. Seizure. Ooh, boy, me Seizure. Seizure is also unclassified. It was the fourth kaiju. So the kaiju came in order. There was the Trespasser, there was Handan, then there was Kaisef, then there was Seizure, and then there was Karloff. Kaijus had multiple heads. I'm gonna have to learn what these all are. This also looks like a Gamera monster, but I don't know what it is. I'll leave them here for now. Ooh. Oh boy, me Acid Cool. Acid Cool, Acid Cool, I say is quite strong. Did manage to defeat one Jaeger. The one that was helping the not the year of the parents of the main character's parents. I don't know if they were in if on God and Strike Berserker or in something else, but yeah. Ooh, Copperhead. Copperhead is built up to be a really strong kaiju. Like the ability to swallow Jaeger parts to delay further repair and more cost to humans. That's like really good. I don't know if it's strong, but it's a bigger category than Acid Quill. Acid Quill is a smaller category than, well, we all know what's kind of good. Wait, why isn't Breacher here? Why isn't the Breacher, the Apex, or the drones? Why aren't they here? There are technically kaiju, or at least kaiju Jaegers, and there's also the hybrid kaiju, I think that's it. But I have no idea actually. Oh, I forgot about Bone Spur. Bone Spur looks really cool, but I'm sorry, Bone Spur, you're not that strong. No, not you. And oh, kaiju eel. I don't remember them very well. I'll say the kaiju eel is. I don't know where to put it. The not that strong category is really crowded. The strong one too. I'll put it in not that strong. They are no in particular order, but you know I love Miragin and Bone Spear. Or actually, you don't. I just told you. And I'll treat this as the hybrid kaiju, which are really weak. Now I don't know why the drones, Apex, or the Breacher, or the boy, why aren't they here? Or the dogs, I don't know, but well. Oh wait, the head of the sister is technically also something like a kaiju. I don't remember too much. I watched it like a year ago or something when it first came out. I watched the first one, and then when it came out, the second one. I think that's the tier list. Apex would go into really strong. The drones too, but Apex is much stronger. You know what? I would put Apex in the strongest, but oh my gosh, the Breacher! I love its design. Its roar is like really cool, but Mega Kaiju was also category 6. It managed to technically defeat 4 Jaegers. Or if you don't count Gypsy Avenger, then 3. And destroying one so much that it ripped to pieces. AKA Brace the Phoenix. I was about to say Striker Berserker. The Breacher, like the fight with Atlas Destroyer, Mega Kaiju was also half disintegrated. The Breacher, there was nothing of it. It had osteodermal armor, better than the Mega Kaiju. It should survive even the best nuclear strike. Maybe not the best, but it was maybe a medium nuclear strike. But this thing didn't survive it. I mean, it was really big, probably the size of the Mega Kaiju, but it's like I thought it's gonna be like more of a battle, but was it gonna meet my expectations? It wasn't. The show already met my expectations, and even more. I love Copperhead and Bone Spur, but the Breachers has a really good design, but I would also put it in the strongest because it is the strongest, but maybe in really strong. I don't know. If you enjoyed this video, just I hope you did. If not, then I'm sorry. I hope you have a good day. Thanks for the support on the Doors video that I recently made. 124 views up to now. That's crazy. That's more than my video from a year when I was testing what's viral on YouTube, and I didn't know I can upload shorts at the time. So the video that was up to now the best was a video that was supposed to be a short, and now the video that wasn't supposed to be a short is the best. So I really thank you. I also don't know what to do for 100 subscribers. Should I play Roblox? with friends, or maybe Minecraft will be on the channel. You wait and I'll have something really good for you. Sorry, that was really loud in the background, but wait and I'll have something really good for you with Minecraft. Something that I'm gonna make on my own. But I'll tell you one thing, I am not touching any code. Well, that's it for the video. Cheers.